Morning all. You alright? How's it going? Welcome to Iceland, where we're going down to Heathrow, back to Heathrow. So for those of you that don't know what we're doing, or why we're doing this rather, the whole point of it is we're carrying on with our Heathrow Hoppers tour, which is on New Sky, which is where we do the virtual airline, this bit of software here. So these are all the tours I've got in progress at the minute, and we're doing a bit more. I looked at the Heathrow Hoppers last night and I was like, damn, only 6%. And then I looked at the Down Under run and thought, damn, only 2%. And then I looked at the Tortoise across the pond and again thought, damn, only 2%. So we're getting there on some of them, but a few of them need a bit more work. So we're going to do a bit more Heathrow Hoppers, and we've only done 3 legs. We did Heathrow, Dublin, Dublin back to Heathrow, Heathrow up to Keflavik, and now of course you have to do Keflavik back to Heathrow. So that's the plan. I'm going to get ourselves back to Heathrow. I'm taking the A321 today, because I thought I've flown the A321 in a little while. Could be wrong in that, maybe I did fly it more recently than I think. But crucially, after this, we've got a Bergen leg, which I'm very much looking forward to, followed by Copenhagen, then Helsinki, then Vilnius, then Berlin. Got some nice little routes coming up next. Got a few long ones coming up. This is probably one of the longer ones as well, actually. So get this one out of the way, and we can crack on a little bit. Who have I got in chat? Let me say hello to chat. I can see Flashy, Content, Noms, Philip, Deckers, and Charlie, and Jim in Twitch. Morning, Jim. And someone's name that I can't quite make out. And Grumpy, and Grumpy's here, look out. Speaking of tours, and Grumpy, actually, I'm glad you turned up then, Grumpy, you reminded me, we've got a new tour on the VA, which, if we go to search it, the UI is really weird on New Sky. So if you're like a user of the virtual airline, and you've never used the tours, they're a bit weird to figure out, because you go to the My Awards page, and obviously I've got these awards here, but they only appear here because I've already started them. If I hadn't started them, this would be blank. So to actually start an award, you have to go, like, find the airline you want. Hey, look, we're number 2 again. Yay! Number 2 on New Sky. Click into the airline, then click on the little awards badge, and then you can see all the awards we have. Then once you start one, once you've done one leg, you can just go straight to the My Awards over here and you'll see the award. But, yeah, whatever. Point is, we have a new Formula 1 tour. So, Grumpy put this one together yesterday. Thank you, Grumpy. And, yeah, you know what? I thought I'd probably... Joseph, I thought probably wouldn't start with this one. The casual 5,890 miles to Singapore on the first leg from East Midlands. Then down another 3,200 down to Melbourne. There are, like... I don't know. If this is what you like, then fill your boots. But I certainly won't be doing it. But I wish you all well for those of you that do decide to do it. And massive respect to you. There are some shorter legs, of course, like once you get going. Yeah, you got Nice, Barca to Graz. Don't know where that is. Yeah, I mean, there are some short hops, but then, of course, there are some absolutely enormous ones. So much so that Grumpy had to break it into bits because, you know, you wouldn't be able to get there on a tank of fuel. So that's good fun. Yeah, I wish you all well with that one, because that looks like an absolute monster of a tour. Absolute monster. But, you know, there's a lot of you that say you like long hauls, so fill your boots. Fill your boots, is what I say to that. So, default scenery here at Iceland, which was a bit iffy getting us in, wasn't it? Luckily, we had a very nice controller who kind of talked me in, because obviously he could see where I was on his map versus where I was on the actual scenery. Yeah, very, very grateful for that. One thing I haven't done, actually, is my pop-outs. I'll do my pop-outs. Because if I don't do the pop-outs now, then I'll be held to pay. Just make sure I've got these right. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I have. Jolly good. Right, let's start the pop-out. This is how it works, by the way, if you haven't seen it. You see it coming up here. 1, 2. Do it. 3. Thank you. Sometimes it just doesn't work, and I don't know why. You have to just, like, redo it. like here it always quite often hangs on the custom camera view sometimes, and you have to like alt tab out of the game and alt tab back in, then it'll fix it. But I don't know. MK Studios is pretty good. Yeah, I've heard good things about that one. Trouble is, I don't know if I'm going to come here enough to warrant buying scenery. To be honest, the only times I've been here is when a tour has sort of insisted that I come here. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Right, we've got batteries on. I'm going to take external power. And let's go 1, 2, and 3 on the navs. On the emergency lights. I need to move my overhead panel. I'm having to reach too far for it. I need to bring it back a little bit, I think. Maybe we can do that in cruise, actually. If I can get the old DWALT out, I might be able to do a bit of live DIY for you all. That'd be thrilling, I'm sure. God. Just imagine it, like, falling. Don't do it. Don't do it. Alright, let's get the old EFB ready. Ding. Bix to Eggle. Here we go. Easy. 23 minutes to go. Wasn't that a song? No, that's 21 minutes to go, wasn't it? Terrible song, but nevertheless still in my mind. Let's load the aircraft then. Only 200 on board out of our potential 230. What are we doing in terms of cargo? Got a fair bit of cargo. Got 8 tons of cargo and 12 tons of fuel. Yeah, we're not doing too bad, are we? How are you doing in the heat anyway? How are you all doing in the heat? It's been a few days, isn't it, that? Just trying to sort out my side stick, because I've taken Grumpy's advice and put some PTFE tape around the threads, but I'm not sure it's working out. Oh shoot, my stick's not plugged in. Hang on guys, BRB. I'll give you some nice views of the outside while I sort my side stick out. That's better. Better to do this now than when I'm in the air, right? Morning, Pete, you alright? Ah, jolly good. We have a side stick. Yoke on standby. I don't know, I've gotten a bit snobby these days about my side stick. Alright, good. Passengers are loading. Fuel is on the go. Let's do a bit of McDo work. ATSU menu. AOC, flight init data request. There we go, look. Nice one, Mads. Hope you had a good time, mate. There we go. That's done. Init page then. Init request. Nothing's going wrong today, content. Fear not. What motorcycle call sign? Air not 182 Juliet. That's another auto-generated thing, isn't it, from New Sky? Cost index. Gonna be 42. Get that in, and we're cruising 330. Are we going to catch the jet stream back from here? We probably are, aren't we? I thought we would. It's generally the way, isn't it? Going west to east, I think. Right, wind request, come on. There it is. Right, my plan then out of Keflavik is runway 19er. So we've got a 17 knot wind down the runway, 6 knots left to right, it says. Looking at my Navigraph charts at least. That's quite a significant headwind, isn't it? 09 left is currently the plan into Heathrow. 7 knots down the runway, 8 knots left to right across it. So we'll keep an eye on that as we progress through the flight. It might be it gets better. Might be it gets worse. Might be we get a totally different runway. Plan at the moment would be to take... Might be easy if I just show you. Plan at the moment would be to do the Nagra 2 hotel arrival transition at Bovingdon. So you basically just sort of come down here and manoeuvre in. But I remember the last time we came into Heathrow, or one of the last times, we were coming in for 2... Oh God, what was it? 27 left? Or, no, 27 right we were planning for, and then literally as I was overhead, one of those waypoints you have to hold out, I forgot what it's called now. It all went a bit sideways, and we had to switch runways. So you never know. We'll make sure we've got a secondary flight plan in. That's probably the best we can do. So runway 19 out of here, we're taking the Oscom 3 Charlie. Should be that one. Then Heathrow. I know it's a long way off. We'll put it in. 09 left. Nagra 2 Hotel via BNN for Bovingdon. And that is us in secondary flight plan initially. We'll do BIKF / BIKF in the from and to. And then we'll do cheers flight, thank you. Appreciate it, thank you very much. Welcome to the party. We'll go secondary flight plan. Then we've just got BICF and BICF, which is what we did our from and to. So take the top one. Departing 19 as we planned. On the Oscom 3 Charlie as we planned. But then what if we need to come back? Well, then we can do the bottom one, arrival, and ILS 19 Zulu probably makes sense. So then that way... Did that actually go in? I don't know if it did go in. Cool. 19er Zulu. That went in. Yeah, that's the one. Lovely jubbly. So that's in. Another 50 to go. Cargo's done. Fuel. So that's weird. Fuel's taking longer than the cargo. They did fuel and cargo at the same time.
Give that 32 Juliet, radio check.
5-5.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're in the E-Jet noms. You E-Jet. How are they getting on now, the E-Jets? Because, as someone that's never tried them, the impression I got was they started out a bit iffy, but now they're getting there a bit. Would that be a fair assessment? A little bit temperamental, but they are a lot of fun. In what ways are they temperamental? Like autopilot stuff, or? Why is there a red line going through the... Do you see that? There's like a red line going right through that terminal building. That must be like a Google map thing that's like overlaying it or something. Autopilot, yeah. Okay. Speaking of autopilot, still no sign of a Fenix update, is there? Yeah, there is it. See the red bit there? It's like there's a stripe going through the terminal. It's very, very odd, that. There won't be one. Excellent. That's the passengers in. Come on. No, they'll do one, noms. What are you talking about? They'll give us a Fenix update. I think probably they've just massively underestimated the scope of the task. One of these days, just wait, it will drop. Or like an announcement will drop and everyone will be like, yay! It'll be like nothing happened. Now what's Q&H here at Thingy Bob? 1018. Who's dinging at me? Why are you dinging? What's disagreeing? Making sure my throttles are in the right setting. Don't worry about me. What I might need to do though, very quickly, is... Yeah, I'm in the Phoenix, that's fine. That's my speed brake. That's what it was. Come on, fuel. You must be done by now. Yeah, you are basically, aren't you? Aircraft loaded. Fantastic. Right, fuel pumps are on. APU master, 1, 2, 3. On. Seatbelt lights to on. Looking at our departure. Oscar 3 Charlie. Need to be below 6, above 7, below 10, above 4. So we'll go for...
Keflavik traffic, World Express 128 Kilo, push your back from stand 63, Keflavik traffic.
Elite Dangerous. I've never played that. Grumpy, don't you play Elite Dangerous? Or did you, or something? Not something I've ever tried, that one. How long is the data cable? Without unplugging it and measuring it, it's hard to know. It's not super long, it's just like a standard USB cable. I'd probably say, I don't know, 1.8 meters maybe? From memory. Can't be 100% on that though. Let's get the beacon on. Hasn't my beacon done anything by turning on? Well, that's new.
Keflavik, traffic not 56 Tango, push and start from stand 74, facing east. Push and start.
Sync weather, sync load sheet. Flaps 2 up 0.7, flex temp 46, 152, 160, 161.
Keflavik traffic, about 32 Julia, pushing back stand 9, facing.
What am I missing here, guys? My beacon switch is not kicking GSX into life, which is unusual. I'm wondering if my overhead panel's doing something. Huh. Well then, might have to do it the old-fashioned way. Ground services. Make sure my brakes are on. That's what it was. My hardware brake was set to on and the Fenix thought it was off. At ease, everyone. Relax.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Jolly good. Quite a few of us on the ground here at Keflavik, isn't there?
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Morning, Murray. How you doing?
Keflavik traffic not 56 Tango heavy, taxiing to holding point runway 19 via November 4.
Locking gear.
Noms, do you want to go first, mate, before I push? Because it looks like you are pushed back pre-taxi. Doing an email. I will go first then. Keflavik traffic, air not 182 Juliet stand 11, pushing back onto November 4, facing east. Nose right, tail left.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Roger, roger. Miserable weather. Now, GSX, where are you going to put me? Don't put me in the grass. Brian, thank you, mate. Thank you for 16 months. What a hero. Hope you're well, Brian.
Ladies and gentlemen, please observe the cabin crew member closest to you.
Thanks, Brian. Really appreciate that. Thank you.
Demonstrate the safety features aboard our Airbus A321. Thank you.
Keflavik traffic, Quebec 32 Juliet, taxiing.
Hello, 64 Alpha taxiing, taxiing runway 19.
Go behind the air.
I'm going to stop here because I
Reset parking brake.
think it knows where to put me.
Safety card found in your seat pocket.
Unlocking gear.
Exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and the brace position, which you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft. The cabin crew are now pointing out the exits nearest to you. Please be...
Total traffic, Quad Express 12 Kilo, taxiing to holding point, runway 19er. Total traffic.
Emergency lighting will guide
You're imprinting carbon fibre, Philip.
in an emergency.
No way.
All baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened.
How can that work then? Is it like,
As shown.
you know, like when you see carbon fibre on a car, you can see like the straight lines, like the weave almost.
Tow truck disconnected.
Presumably that can't be the case with a 3D printer.
Masks will
Is it all sort of like just mushed up in there somehow, if you know what I mean?
Clear.
to start the oxygen. Put the
Am I
mask
explaining that
over
right?
your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Is with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water,
Good. That is 2 engines. And what was our trim?
Keflavik traffic, not 56 Tango Heavy, line up, runway 19, not 5.
Up 0.7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bit of rain wouldn't go amiss, Murray, would it? Which version of the sim? I'm on Sim Update 5 today, Brian. Could sort of do without the issues, to be honest. Maybe we'll give 6 a go next week. Keflavik traffic, Air 182 Juliet, taxiing to holding point runway 19 via November 4. Come on, plane.
Keflavik traffic, Air 56 Tango Heavy, take off for runway 19 on Oscom 3 Charlie departure, to the south. Air 64 Charlie landing up behind parking traffic, Keflavik traffic.
Okay, let's get predictive wind shear. Let's get that on. I want to make sure my hardware settings for the AB9. Yeah. So I made a mistake last week. After we flew the A380, I left my stick sensitivities on minus like 30%. I was thinking, why is it feeling really weird to fly the Fenix today? That was why. My fault. My fault.
Keflavik traffic air 056 Tango Heavy, airborne passing 2000. No further call.
Is that content in front? I think it is. Uh-huh.
Air 064 Charlie, taking off runway 09 left. 09 Keflavik traffic.
Now, do we have anything coming? Oh, Roscoe, thank you for 15 months on Twitch. Thank you so much for that. Okay, there's a plane coming in. They're going to be a minute. I'm going to start my chrono now, actually, so I can... Keflavik traffic, again at 182 Juliet, holding November 4 for separation. What's happened, Noms? Who overshot the runway at Heathrow? Sorry, Philip, what were you saying? You've got a plate to give that effect, but the fibres are mixed with the plastic. Okay. Yeah, so the plate kind of gives it that pattern. That must be quite strong though, right? Even with it all mixed in like that. Now, where's this guy going? I've got time, I think. It's like 50 miles out. Keflavik traffic, N at 182 Juliet, lining up runway 19er. That should give us a good 2 minutes of separation now by the time I've lined up. That's weird, I'm not getting my lights. Look into that. Keflavik traffic, Air 182 Juliet, takeoff runway 19er, Oscar 3 Charlie, Keflavik. Manflex 48, SRS green, runway green, auto thrust blue. 80 knots.
Keflavik traffic, Quebec 32 Juliet, line number 19er.
Oh, what awful weather. V1. Rotate. Nice and steady in the 321 because we don't want a tail strike. Positive climb. Gear up. Levers climb.
Keflavik traffic, Quebec 32 Juliet, time runway 19er, by the Oscar 3 Charlie, departure, Keflavik traffic.
We are in the soup, aren't we? Can't see a damn thing. Go the flaps. Get a bit of speed up now.
Keflavik traffic World Express 128, Kilo line up runway 19er.
Keflavik traffic out at 182 Juliet, airborne out of runway 19er, passing 2,500 Keflavik. When are we going to get a punch? Keep hand flying for now. Hey, there's something.
Keflavik traffic, Quebec 32 Juliet, airborne 19er, passing 15 to 50, last call.
Yeah, that is Tri Sims GFX, quite right. I bet it's having a bit of a workout today as well.
Keflavik traffic World Express 128, Kilo taking off runway 19er. Traffic.
Full details can be found in your in-flight brochure. You can also purchase a selection of hot beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar.
Yeah, there it is. You can see the wing fading into the cloud.
If we can be of
Clever, isn't it?
further assistance, just ask
It is clever.
as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Where's content going? Taking a totally different route to us. Keflavik traffic, Air 182 Juliet, climbing now, flight level 330, final call, Keflavik. No one around, no point flying the SID for no reason. Nice views out of Iceland though, eh? standard pressure. Beautiful. Yeah, 24 to me does look better, DFT. I mean, it ought to, really, given all the work they put into it. $10,000 feet. Lights off. All right, Judge. Sorry, Judge. I can't remember if I said hello to you a minute ago, Judge. So I'll say hello again. Hello, Judge. Soak up these views of Iceland while we still got them, I would, because it's going to be a long load of ocean until we get back. Right, AP1 on. Okay. Slightly concerned that my flaps lever was my speed brake lever was being a bit weird on the ground, but it seems to settle down. We'll keep an eye on that. We will keep an eye on that on the way. 320 knots, 11,000 feet. Presumably that climb rate will begin to increase now we've hit our speed target. Yeah, there it goes. We need to do our weekly check-in with FSLTL as well on GitHub and see if they've actually done anything. How's top panel looking? Top panel's looking good. We could let the passengers out, couldn't we? Go. So much cloud. What have you done, Joanna? You found a plane that is 836 days old. Is the virtual airline even that old? Grumpy, when did we start the VA? Was it 24? April of 24? Rings a bell? Like, for the longest time, it was just me, Grumpy and Tricky just flying, all three of us. That was it for a long time. And then, like, one or two started to join us, followed by another one or two, followed by... Oh, look at that. Followed by another one or two, and then before you know it, here we are, which is March 24. There you go. It's never been flown on a schedule. What plane is it, Joanna? Yeah, come on, Joanna. You can't leave us in suspense like this. You've got to tell us what the plane is. Oh, an A300. That's an A300, an A300 600, isn't it? Freighter. Aero Switzerland, hello to you. So it's not that it's been stranded, just no one's flown it. Well, it's not the passenger variant, is it? That could be why. It's free flown, just never scheduled. This is the danger, isn't it? Because I get a lot of people that will like message me on the VA saying, "Hey, can you add this like airframe?" And I look at it and it's like, dude, no one's gonna fly that. Like, I'm sorry, but what airport is Bik? That is Keflavik in Iceland. I mean, you've seen the data yourself now, Joanna, haven't you? Like, it is very much Airbus and Boeing. You know, A320, followed by, 2119 737. Hey, Rob's in. How's the lurgy, Rob? You feeling better? I don't know how you've put the lurgy in a heat wave. Mind you, they call it a summer cold, don't they? Remember last year, everyone's like, oh, there's the summer cold going around. Remember hearing about that, I think. Still grim. Oh no. You want to start playing a bit of Halo, Rob? That'll make the hours tick by. Halo always makes you feel better when you're feeling rough. I started playing Halo Reach last night. Such a good game. Such a good game. Am I tempted by the INI A220? Well, it's not really the INI A220, is it? It's, is it Synaptic? And INI are just the publisher? That's what I understand, anyway. What would you want, Jerry, specifically? Because I thought we had some A320s down there. Unless they've been shuffled around somewhere else. Uh-oh, Noms. So INI builds are just playing the role of, we'll put it on our storefront and market it for you, sort of thing. Is that fair to say? It does look interesting, doesn't it? I'm sort of feeling a little bit of plane fatigue lately. Do you know what I mean? Right, Hayden. How you doing, Hayden? You right? I almost feel like I've got too many planes to fly as it is, and I've got limited slots to fly them. Therefore, I can never keep them all in rotation reliably. Nor can I learn them all properly. Yeah, I can fly them. I can learn them to the point where I can like get from point A to point B in them, but it's like to actually really study them. Do you know what I mean? I mean, what a problem to have. Like, not complaining at all. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I've had the MD-11 now for 2 weeks and I've not set foot in it. I only bought it really to make the livery because I wanted to make you guys a livery because I know you guys wanted it. But really, if we've got two stream slots a week at the moment, realistically, it's going to take a minute to get around them all, wouldn't it? Which is good. It's good. But at the same time, the thought of another plane in the rotation is like, oh my word. I just find it very hard not to choose the Fenix. It's so good. I know Sim Update 5 made it go a bit wonky, but even so. I'm enjoying the iFly though. I think the iFly is good. And the 738. Like, people were asking me last week what's better, iFly or PMDG, and it's like, honestly, the level at which I use them, I'm not sure I can tell. Not really. Not really. Maybe a 737 MAX pilot would be able to pick out something, or a PMDG, or, you know, a 737-800 NG pilot would be able to pick out something that one does that the other doesn't. But they both feel very, very complete, very comprehensive versions of the plane, you know? In the same way that Fenix does. I feel like almost like the idiot in the room with those planes. It's like the planes go far beyond what I can do, which is great because that means you've got something to grow into, you've got something to learn, you've got something to study, you've got something to master, versus feeling like you're hitting a glass ceiling with a plane. Mr. Bot, how you doing? All the way from New Zealand. If you can't tell, I didn't sleep very well last night. This dang heat. And in my notes, it's special branch. Yeah, I'll pop down to, what was it, MI5? MI6, whatever it is. Speak to Q. And M. I'm sure they'll be very understanding. Is A320 an ideal starter airliner to learn? I was otherwise considering a turboprop. Honestly, I wouldn't have a clue what to do in a turboprop. I think a lot of people think that because you know the Airbus, you must know everything that comes before it in terms of, like, you know, Cessnas and turboprops and whatever. It's like, nope. I just learnt the Airbus. And then I learnt the 737. And then you'd sort of branch out from there, really. It is cooler today, Hayden, a little bit, isn't it? And it's still quite warm. Warmer than I would like. I mean, if you get an A320, keep in mind you've got, like, hardware that aligns very well with it. You've got a market that is just flooded with hardware that's going to work great with it. It is weird, isn't it, how the Airbus has become the default, almost like the hero plane, isn't it, of the sim? Like A320. How many A320 planes have we got, you know? Never mind all the hardware, the MCDUs, the throttles, the FCUs, the EFISs, the overhead panels, all for the A320. So yeah, if there was a plane to learn, it's probably that one, I would say. I think you're going to be rewarded by the plane makers, the hardware makers, if you know what I mean. We ain't doing too bad. If you can fly the A320, can you fly pretty much all the other Airbuses? Well, yeah, I mean, you can obviously... A330 is pretty much... I hesitate to say this, but it's similar, but just like way bigger. A340, same story. Yeah, you jump into an A340 cockpit, other than the fact you've got 4 throttle levers, it is mostly the same. There are going to be differences, of course. A330, similar story. Then you've got the 21, the 19, which are basically just stretched or shortened versions of the 20. Where you'll find a difference is when you go to the A350/A380, because they use almost like the next generation version of the cockpit, which is a lot different. So a lot of the hardware that you see on the market now, kind of like this stuff, the MCDU that I have here, that's really not a lot of good for the A380, A350, because they've sort of gone for these like giant screens. Yeah, very much different approach. So I think my kind of strategy, I guess you could say, would be, in terms of hardware and gear, I'm coming at it from like an Airbus first point of view. So we'll optimize for the Airbus, and then we'll try and make it work with everything else, like the 737 and 777. That's why I keep the yoke around in the middle here. That's why we do that. Do you think it's ultimately started by the fly-by-wire? I don't know. I mean, we never had a 737, did we, in 2020 by default? I think I'm remembering that right. There was no default 73, was there? Don't think there was. There was a 74. The 747-8, wasn't it? But again, that wouldn't... I wouldn't say that was, like, particularly accurate. But yeah, I think probably fly-by-wire had a hell of a lot to do with it. At least in the enthusiast section of the sim market, I would say. There was no default 7.3. Okay, good. I'm not misremembering nonsense. That's a relief. Have I heard of the A350 1000 ULR Qantas Sydney London route? Yeah. Would I do that in the sim one day? Hell no. No, I would not do that. 20 hours. God. Not doing that. No, 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 no. What I'd do is I'd set the stream up and I'd start going, and I'd have to have like £500 worth of donos an hour, otherwise I end the stream. That's how I'd do it. You want it, you pay for it. Oh, Ross, I think we do like a wax and polish in that time as well. Okay, my flight computer says we're going to arrive into Heathrow. We've got 900 miles to run at 11:41, so that's going to be 20 to 1, which is approximately 2 hours and 8 minutes time. So that's fine. We're now almost at cruise. Literally, we're just coming up on cruise. Look at that. That took quite a while to get to cruise, it felt like. Quite a while. We haven't actually got that far away yet, have we? Right, let's put some numbers in here. Go. Where's Charlie going? Is Charlie on a totally different route? How come Charlie's got that one and we've got something totally different? Don't know. Anything on it? Oh god, Heathrow's unicoming at the moment. That can't be good. That can't be good. Hopefully we get something by the time we get there. Because Unicom on Heathrow is rarely a pleasant sight for anybody. We're not actually too far from the Faroe Islands, are we? Skipping E-tops. I should do Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro. Most beautiful approach ever. Well, we could maybe do that for like a video or something. It'd be nice to do. Would I ever take the flight myself? Probably not. Probably not. I mean, if I needed to go to Australia, then sure, I'd look at it. But, I think I'd live in fear of all the spiders if I went to Australia. We don't like spiders. Greetings from Brazil. Thanks, man. Greetings to you. From all the way in sunny England. And I'm not saying that ironically. It is actually really sunny at the moment. Which is unusual for us. And most unpleasant, I must say. Not loving it. I don't do well in the heat at all. I just turn into a sweaty, awful mess. So we're basically... I've got a little aircon unit down here to the side of me trying to keep things at bay in here. When the stream's over, I'll take it back into the house because I've kind of rigged it up in the kitchen and sort of blow it over us while we just sit there and complain about the heat. What's the longest flight I've taken? Gatwick, Vegas, I think. It's almost 11 hours. You'll love it, Terry. You'll have a great time. Wasn't long ago, Flight Doc came by and said hello in the streams, and he said he jumped out of his car and almost stood on a brown snake. Like, oh my word. You saw that the Bluebird 7.5 is coming out in September. I've been a bit out of the loop on that. They're not delaying any longer. It's really a matter of setting up server infrastructure, new website, along with DRM, as well as a few underlying WASM issues. So, okay, hopefully they get them sorted, because that could quite easily kill their launch, couldn't it, if they're hit by the WASM plague. Like, I know they happen. We need to keep them as low as possible. You going for a holiday then, Terry, or is that the idea? I've been watching a YouTuber called Steve Marsh. I don't know if any of you guys watch him. Lovely bloke. I've got a lot of time for him. He's just done Southampton to Sydney on the Queen Mary 2 ocean liner. So he went transatlantic from Southampton to New York, then I think New York down to Miami, Miami through the, the Panama Canal? Up to San Francisco, across to Hawaii, down to, is it Tahiti? Then to New Zealand, then across to Sydney. I think he said at the end it cost him like 10 grand each, him and his girlfriend went. Which I know is a hell of a lot of money. I actually thought you were on that boat for like 50-something nights. Not that bad, is it? To take you to round the other side of the world. Obviously, you flew back from Sydney, because... You love Steve Marsh, yeah. Him and Planes, Trains, Everything. My YouTube algorithm always recommends those two to me. I'll watch anything those two do. I think they're just very nice, authentic, genuine blokes. Whereas some of the other travel YouTubers, I can't even. I just can't. You know what I mean? It's just too much. I can't handle it. Maybe I'm just getting old and boring and grouchy, but it's like, no. Just please be quiet. Calm down. Need to tweak the tail on that livery. Looking like the knot's a bit small. Hey Chevy. Is the Air not virtual airline via VAMSIS? No, it's on New Sky. I'll show you. Here it is. This is New Sky. And we're currently the #2 airline on New Sky, which I cannot believe. Like, legitimately, I cannot believe that. Like, and it's your, you know, it's your achievement, really. I barely do anything. Obviously, I do the streams, but that's literally it. But Fan Sky, would you look at Fan Sky? Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Look at it. So we've got 400. We've got 488 pilots, 102 of which are considered active. So they've actually done a flight in the last month. And we've done 962 flights. Fan Sky, on the other hand, 70 pilots, every single one of them is active, and they've done more flights and, you know, than way more flights than like even anyone beneath them. It's incredible. So much respect for Fan Sky. Love it. Oh, I think you're on about page 50, Noms. In the naughty corner. Right, where's my map? Look at Grumpy ploughing ahead. What's Grumpy's ground speed? 494. What's mine? Okay, he's got a little bit on me, but not much. So what's my plan? What's my flight plan? Presumably we're going to come down over Scotland. Yeah, so over Stornoway. I think Steve Marsh went there recently, actually. Stornoway, then down to right over Glasgow, over the lakes, whizzing past Manny, then so begins the star into Heathrow, Tobid, Westco, and Bovingdon, and then around we go. You fly Fan Sky, amazing. Mad respect to you. Honestly, what you guys have done is incredible. I always look at it and think, God damn. Like that is a shift you guys are putting in. Shift. It's amazing that you all stay active on it, really, because like that's one of the biggest challenges we have. You get people join, but then it's like, you know, they don't often, not everyone sticks around, if you know what I mean. Have I seen the new Moser MCDU? I have. I have it all here. I haven't been able to review it yet. You got 50% activity. That you can do mandatory flights. I think I've got one where it's like you have to do one flight a year, otherwise it will just knock you off. Which I think is fair enough. Like, I don't want to upset people by doing that, but at the same time, if you haven't done a flight in a year, you're probably not that bothered, are you? Which is fair enough. If you're not, you're not. Like, I'm not. It's all fine. It's just to make sure we don't have like loads of stuff, loads of people, without actually getting any flights done, you know? Yeah, hopefully I'll get round to reviewing that Moser stuff ASAP. So, long story cut short, the courier smashed the lot to bits. Like, they absolutely did a number on the package. I don't know what the hell happened. I knew that Moser were, you know, going to send something. And I came home from work one day, and just on my doorstep, in broad daylight, was this box that had just been caved in like you wouldn't believe. And all the other boxes within the box were also caved in. And I opened it up and I was like, there's no way this stuff's going to work. Like, surely it's absolutely had it. And because like, it's got little screens in it, isn't it? Like with the FCU stuff and the MCDU as well, of course. I thought there's no way this is gonna work. But believe it or not, the MCDU screen does work. It lights up. The FCU, I'm having a bit of an issue with it in that if I were to turn the dials on it, it doesn't do anything. But if I were to come into the sim and like twizzle the dial on here with my mouse, the values update on the screens. Then I started looking into it a bit more. What they've done is like when you like push and pull the speed knob or push and pull the heading knob, that obviously triggers button press, and that's registered by the Moser cockpit software. And then I noticed that the speed dial, when you push and pull it, did nothing. I noticed that the heading button was constantly locked. It was like constantly pressing. So I don't know whether that constantly pressing was preventing any other input from getting out, hence why when I changed the altitude it did nothing. But I think basically it had just taken such a bloody beating from the courier that it's just knackered. Which is super annoying because obviously I've missed the boat entirely on the whole like day one launch stuff. I mean, amazing prices, right? Like, absolutely amazing prices. I couldn't believe it when they told me the prices. When they sent it, I was like, okay, this is going to be a lot of money. Like, surely. And then when it turned up, I started like feeling it and I was like, yeah, this feels good. Like, top quality gear here, quite clearly. Like, Moser have done a Moser, no surprise. And I started thinking like, God, that the FCU, that's probably going to be 300 plus at least. Each EFIS could be 200 a piece. Maybe more. The MCDU could be like 450. Who knows, you know? And then they came out with the prices. I forget exactly what they are now, but like a little bit more than wind control, but not much more. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I just wish I had a working review sample. So yeah, I mean, Moser have said, "Oh, we'll sort it out. Don't worry." I'm surprised they want to, in a way. Like, obviously the ones that have been sent have been trashed. There's not a lot we can do about that. I guess they can take it up with the courier. I've sent them pictures of the damage and everything. They'll deal with that, that's fine. But they seem to be wanting to send replacements. And I sort of said to him, sure you want to? Like, 'cause I doubt anyone's going to care now. Like, everyone's watched their reviews, like the day one stuff. Like, I'm going to put one out and be like, cool. Here's the same thing, just 2 weeks late, or 3 weeks late, or whatever it's going to be. But, yeah. Fair play to them if they actually want to send it. I think I'll probably just try and do something completely different than like a standard. Yeah, here's the product, here's what it does. Look at me pressing buttons. Like, I get that that's important. I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. But it's just that every other creator's done that now. So is there any value in me also doing that? Potentially up to a month later? Probably not. So I don't know. Grumpy, quiet. I don't want to hear anything about Brussels. I've just read that. I almost missed it as well. Almost went through the scroll. Thank you, Josh. In Found Sky, we have to do 6 flights a month. If you won't do it, you have to do it 6 flights. Oh, I see. I see. What's the best graphics card? 5090. Sorry, I know it's a crap answer, but that is the best graphics card. Depends what your budget is. What's the best graphics card for X amount? What resolution are you playing at? What frames per second would you like to target? Really hard question to answer unless you know those things. And if you don't know those things, that's when you run the risk of just spending money you don't need to, because you buy more out of fear than you actually need, and then... You know what I mean? Right, Grumpy. Is it possible for you to ban yourself? I could do an 8-minute 15 video and spend 6 minutes tweaking buttons like EasyJet does. I didn't realise Gav got sent it. I missed Gav's video. I'm always highly skeptical though when I see an 8-minute and a few seconds video on YouTube. Highly skeptical. And I know sometimes it just happens. Like, I've made videos before and they've come out at like 8 minutes and 7 seconds, and it's like, oh, that's going to look awfully suspect when I upload that. Because the minute you go above 8 minutes, you can run mid-roll ads in the video, and therefore you stand to make a lot more money as the creator. So I'm not saying that every 8-minute and few seconds video is the creator doing that, but sometimes you sort of see them waffling on and it's like, oh, I see what you're doing here. Waffle, 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 waffle. 8 minutes, see ya! How you doing, Neons? Is that the Faroe Islands over there we can see? I don't know if we would be able to see them. They're making a 5090 SE? Are they? Who said that, Terry? I've not heard that one. It's a new one. Pretty cool if they did. That's not... Oh, wasn't there a thing they had to do with, like, export regulations? They had to do a slightly tuned down version of a 5090 or something to get around export controls so that they could sell it into China or something like that. It's not that, is it? I think that there was something. I'm sure there was something where it was like... NVIDIA aren't allowed to sell China too many 5090s because they're being used for AI, and we can't have them being better at AI than us. Therefore, NVIDIA, you can't sell cards that are this powerful to them. So they set a limit of what that was. They defined what was too powerful, so then NVIDIA made one that was just below that and then sold that instead. $24 gigs GDDR7. That'd be pretty good. 24 is enough for flight sim. I mean, I know, Grumpy, you've got 32 on your 5090, and I don't doubt that that is stunning, but... $24's enough. What are we using at the minute? 9. Getting nearly 60 FPS as well. Can't sleep, Ryan. That sucks. That does-o sucko. Launch price of $14.99. Right, I'm gonna have to look this up. Good job we're not streaming on TikTok, isn't it? They'd have us for this. Yeah, there are lots of people talking about it. That's not bad. Mappy, cheers for follow. Look. So it's basically going to be 4090 performance by the look of it. So it'd be 25% more powerful than what I've got. Okay. So you always got to take these graphs with a pinch or two of salt. 5090 SE will be an enthusiast class graphics card by NVIDIA, expected to launch in 26, built on the 5nm process, on the GB202 graphics processor. Fine. How many cores has it got? Unlike the fully unlocked 5090, which has the same GPU but has all 21,760 shaders enabled, NVIDIA has disabled some shading units. It features 14,000. Shit, that's a lot less, isn't it? It's like a third. 440 texture mapping units and 160 ROPs. Also included a 440 tensor cores. 24 gigs of VRAM. I mean, to me, this feels like an 80 class card in disguise. It's probably what the 5080 should have been. Honestly. I feel like in recent years, you have to drop a tier. When NVIDIA says it's a... Right, what altitude are you at? 3-4, that's fine, we're not going to crash. We're 20 miles apart nearly, Noms. And that has been climbing throughout. I've been keeping an eye. So if NVIDIA call it a 5090, it's probably what should be a 5080. If they call it a 5080, it's what really would have been a 5070 years ago. You've almost got a -1. If you know what I mean. Launch price could be $14.99. So that's not too bad. I mean, it is terrible, but it's not too bad. That'd be a perfect little Simmers card, though, wouldn't it? If you think about it. Interesting. Might not be the worst idea, that. Particularly if it comes into stock. So this must be like binned 5090s. 5090s that didn't make the cut. And they've binned them. But that is a lot less shaders, isn't it? 21,760 on the 5090 down to 14,080. Like, that's a lot less. That is a big thing. That's a minor detail, Ryan. Don't worry about that. You're splitting hairs. Grumpy must have Scotland in sight, nearly. Well, yeah. If you can get one of those at MSRP, maybe not the worst thing in the world. Maybe not the worst. $15.99. Well, it's still quite a lot of money, and it's a hell of a lot of money. Which 7.3 did you fly, Ryan? The iFly or the PMDG? How you doing, Kai? Not had a fly the MD-11 yet, Bobby. Well, I have. I've done like a little lap at Gatwick, just when I was trying to set up my throttles and get everything figured out. But I wouldn't say I've flown it properly. I wouldn't even know where to start with a cold and dark at this point. Like, I'd look at the top panel and just be like, what? So I need to look at some tutorials, make some notes, do a dry run, see if I can get the thing started up. Oh, I hate it when they do that, Ryan. We were coming... Was it Grumpy? It was me and you, wasn't it? We were coming into Gatwick. And there was this one pilot who was, like, potentially going to cause us problems. And we kept trying to contact him. It turned out he was, like, tuned to tower since, like, the Isle of Wight. So, completely oblivious to any Unicom calls. Which is crazy. I feel like we went through a phase, Grumpy. There was that, like, about a month period where we had a lot of bad luck on VATSIM. We had that, and then I'm sure it was around the same time we had all that trouble at East Mids. And that was 2 days on the trot at East Mids, or 2 streams on the trot. There was that issue where that guy spawned in front of you, and then there was that issue where somebody took off in front of me. Who wasn't even tuned to Unicom and then claimed he was. Even though we could all see he wasn't. And offered nothing in the way of an apology. Just, yes, I was tuned to Unicom. So, no, you weren't. If you were, you wouldn't have pulled out. MD-11's very close to an Airbus setup. Is it really? FMC is Boeing. Lanky! Lanky, lanky, lanky. 18 months! 18 months on Twitch. Thank you, Lanky. Seriously, man, that's amazing. Thank you. Well, hello, Twitch is saying that I've reached 10 out of my 10 subs. Yay! No need to apologise, Lanky. So you're saying the ND11's very close to the Airbus, but the FMC is Boeing? Third leg on. Joseph, quiet. Yeah, I know what you mean, Noms. Oh, new gear all the time, Lanky. I'm surprised. Oh, well, I'm not surprised because you can't really see it, but I'm surprised that some of you haven't spotted something. There's no new gear, but there is a place for it. That's the only clue I'm going to give you. The one stream of yours where we watched 2 aircraft land at Heathrow 1 mile apart. Oh yeah, that wasn't very long ago, was it? Like one of them was like on the ground rolling out while the other one was still vacating. Hey, Jim's got it. Well done, Jim. My hand can disappear. But I can neither confirm nor deny if I have the wind control tiller. I've just cut a hole in my pedestal just in case. See? Oop. Right, we have 1.5 hours until we touch down. It's 11 o'clock. You know where this is going, don't you? I need a cup of APU. I'm going to disconnect myself from VATSIM for a minute. You all can enjoy some nice views. I'm going to go and get myself a cup of something because I did not sleep well last night. I know it's cooler than it has been, but I really struggled last night even still. Flashy? No, that is not what I meant. Right, enjoy the views. I'm going to get a cup of coffee. Then we might think about moving my overhead panel when I get back. Although I might be asking for trouble doing that while live. And while flicking buttons on the overhead could potentially affect the performance of the plane. We'll think about that in a minute. Enjoy the views. See you in a moment. Right, I'm back. Beam Drifter, flight number is Air Not, so X-Ray November Oscar 182 Juliet. Sorry I took so long. I thought I'd let the dog out in the garden because it's still quite cool. I thought I'd let him out to have a sniff. Of course, he had to sniff every single plant in the garden twice before he would even consider coming back. Bless him. Anyone watching the France game tonight? Is it France-Spain? I feel like I'm going to watch it now. Initially I was like, well no, it's not an England game so I won't, but I sort of feel slightly invested in the outcome. Because if we were to win ours tomorrow, I don't know what to expect really. It always used to be when I was a kid, Argentina were like the feared side. Like, you saw what happened in that game. Was it when Beckham got sent off? That was Argentina, wasn't it? Like, they were a good side when I was a kid. I don't really know what the state of play is these days, because I'm not really a follower of football. I get all excited for a World Cup for the England games, because I want to see them do well. Of course I do. But my actual knowledge of the game and of the tournament is quite low. How much was the yoke? I got it on offer. I got an offer on it. I think like $260, give or take. Long time ago. Now the reigning champions, it would be very hard for us. What, Argentina? Yeah. So what would you say our odds are tomorrow then? 50-50? I saw someone said it's 51%. It was like, I don't know whether it's from the bookies or what, but they said like 51% England, 49% Argentina. It's like, well, that is close then, isn't it? Wouldn't surprise me if France go through, because France to me look very strong, even as someone that doesn't really know a lot about the game, really. Like, I'm not a football guy at all, but, you know, idiot me watching it is like, no good. It might be we get lucky. If we get lucky tomorrow, an England-France final, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I thought England got a bit lucky with that game. Like, I know we got the result, but I said to my wife, I was like, I feel like we're sort of getting quite lucky to win this. 70-30 to Argentina. Yeah, the defence... Again, I don't really understand a huge amount about football, but it did look like our defence was a bit weaker than perhaps it should have been. Oh yeah, Norwegian and British Airways, didn't they like arrange a thing where like whichever one wins or loses has to put their thingy on? Yeah. So I'll be watching the game tonight, therefore no stream. I sort of feel like the evening streams died a death the minute the World Cup started, to be honest. So that, and I was having to edit for the Infinity Pilot channel like crazy as well. So it kind of, the two compounded to basically mean no evening streams. which I'm a little bit sad about. But we've got the summer coming up now, summer holidays, which means potentially a bit more flexibility. But yeah, get this World Cup out of the way and get the streams back on. On a when? You mean on a... You mean Wednesday, Ryan? Is that what you're trying to type? Cool. Evening stream on Thursday from now on, guys. Sorry, Ryan. I'll just have to do them when I can do them, Ryan, to be honest. It's always hard. And it might be there at short notice. I sort of just have to do them when I can do them, and if people that want to join can join, that's fine. And if they can't, then that's just the way it is, I'm afraid. Remember in the early days of the channel, some people used to say, oh, if you stream at this time on this day, I'll watch. And then you do, and then they're nowhere to be seen. So... How you doing, James? Norm, you've been very quiet on the football. What's your predictions? Stream at 1 AM. Streams at 1 AM. Where the hell is Noms? Oh, sorry, I was asleep. Oh, was that Scotland? That's come around quick. Yeah, that's, what's it called? Stornoway. Well, the island that Stornoway's on. What's the island called? What's that island called that it's on? Well done, Joanna. What have you found? We're starting to get 4 idle, 1 stranded. Cool. You see, if we were to just trim back a little bit. Hebrides. But does that island have a specific name? I feel like it does. It's not Orkney, is it? That's somewhere else. Or is it? I don't know. I really don't know. I will look. Lewis and Harris. Oh, that's what somebody typed. Sorry, I thought you were just saying random words. I didn't realise that's what it was called. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, I knew it was Lewis and Harris, really. That's just, yeah. I knew that. See, Eddie's got tower on. Come on, Heathrow, put something on for us. Oh my god, what's going on here? Are these both coming into Heathrow? Yeah, they are. Of course they are. 2 miles apart. Oh, well, it's a good job Grumpy's going first, isn't it? How's it looking on the ground? Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. About 10 on the ground. Heathrow. Heathrow. This could get funny up here. Even bloody Gatwick's got ground and tower on. Booney's on tower as well. Is that Spoony? I don't know. It's got Aviators TV in the tag. Do you know if the NVIDIA updates... Do you do the NVIDIA updates even if they don't relate to Flight Sim? Generally, I'm quite conservative on NVIDIA driver updates, and any driver updates for that matter. If there's a new game that's coming out, and there's a game-ready driver for it, then yeah, of course I will. If I have a problem with my game, if something's been a bit weird, again, of course I will. But I don't just update for the sake of updating, if you know what I mean. Unless I've read into it and it's like, oh, there's a big performance boost for this, that and the other. AMD, on the other hand, I sort of feel like I've never really been happy with any specific driver version ever. So I'm always happy to upgrade because you never know, it might be the one that doesn't suck. Yeah, I've still got my 4080 in the PC in the house, and I think the last driver I did for that was the game-ready driver for Forza Horizon 6. But is that you, Deckers? Which one are you? Oh, that one's disappeared. Are you BMA? Nice. Looks like that A380's vanished. Yeah. Notice saying BMA launch the Sidewinders. Yeah, good shot, Deckers. Well played. I think I've still got my Sidewinder joystick, Joseph, you saying about Sidewinders. Oh, Approach has just come online. Have they really? So they have. Who is it? Heathrow Director. Welcome to Tuesday. You must be able to follow instructions and fly your aircraft. Oh, that's funny. Instructions? What are these instructions? Oh, that sounds like a controller that's had enough already. There's like weeks and weeks of grief. That's a good point, Noms. They'll be gone by the time we get there. Logged on the other night. Flight Sim 24, Beyond ATC, Wing, and Phoenix all had updates. 45 minutes in the cockpit. Yeah, well, you say that. So by the time I get back from dropping the kids at school, it's like 9:45, 10 to 9. And you think, well, why don't you just start streaming at 9 or 9:15? It's like, no way. Like, there's always something. There's always something that like I have to do. Like just building the flight in New Sky and getting the flight plan, submitting it on VATSIM, setting up my overlay on the top, setting up my multi-stream chat, setting up my chat docs so I can see them because I have to do that manually every time because YouTube sucks. All these things, like sometimes I'm still like fiddling with stuff at like 22 minutes past 9. If there's like a Phoenix update or a GSX update, like it is almost like a part-time job just keeping all this crap up to date. Especially if I stop streaming on a Thursday and don't come back till Tuesday and loads of stuff happens over the weekend. Right, where am I exactly? They're still quite far up. Like, Grumpy's not even level with Eddie yet. Ah, look, there's... there's content. I forgot to add making a coffee. Yeah, I mean, I always make a coffee first. Like, legitimately. Job number 1, get in, open the back door, let the dog in the garden, make a coffee. Contents over island? Who am I looking at then? Oh, that's... sorry, wrong one. Different Charlie. I saw Charlie. God, yeah, that's a totally different way, isn't it? Tells me the island names there on VAT. No, it doesn't. No. Definitely doesn't. Can't see a thing. See, there's nothing there. Fed up with you lot and your rudeness. You can add friends on VATSIM Radar, can you? VATSIM Radar is good, isn't it? It's very good. And now there's the desktop app thing as well, isn't there? All my VA friends. I haven't got any friends. I was thinking that the other night, like, someone said like, oh, I'm going out with my friends. I was like, God, I haven't really got any friends. I thought, awesome. Which is really weird, because like before we had kids, we were always like going out with like friends and stuff, and then as soon as we had kids, it's like they all vanished. Oh, we'll still come and see you. No, they don't come and see you. Let me tell you that. You guys will be my friends, won't you? I mean, I'm not complaining. Like, I'm inherently very unsociable, so, see you, Ryan. Try and get some sleep, mate. I didn't mean you. I meant like people in real life. IRL friends. That's why I had kids. Called the friends list and it worked. Honestly, it's like the quickest way to, if you're fed up with your mates and you just like, yeah, you know what, I just like never to see, I would really like to never see any of you again. Just have kids. That's probably the quickest way to do it. Noms is on strike, look out. Bloody hell. I mean, things change, don't they? Like, you have kids and, like, you can't just go to the pub on a Friday night and Saturday night and Sunday afternoon. You have to do something else. What's an IRL friend? I don't know. I'm not sure. I know that once we had our first kid, my wife made a friend at, like, the baby group. And then her and another mum were like, oh, we should get our husbands together, and like tried to set us up on a play date. I was like, you can piss right off, I'm not doing that. Absolutely no chance. Do not set me up on a date. No chance. Turned out he was a massive bellend in the end, so I kind of got away with it. But, like, even if he... Oh, no, I can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. Get a nanny. Grumpy, what a thing to say about poor Manchester. Philip's probably gone now. Good job too. Philip would be devastated with that comment. He probably doesn't even know who I'm talking about, to be honest. But he was not a nice guy, let me tell you. Philip's still it. You see what Grumpy's saying, Philip? You need to have a word with him. Empty the toilets over Manchester. Yeah, Grumpy's like one of those like firefighting aircraft in his A350. But only over Manchester. Oh, people of Manchester, Grumpy loves you really. Right, we still got director online. What's the runway situation? Let's try and swat up a minute while we got the time. Arrival runway 09 left. Hell yeah, well that's what we got. Departure 09 right. Transition 70. Surface wind 030 9 knots. Variable between 340 and 070. Okay, QNH 1022. Aviation Hotel. You must be able to follow instructions and fly your aircraft. That's hilarious. You still on strike, Noms, or are you friends again? I suppose. Oh, playing hard to get. Look at him. Yeah, should we all come in on 09 right? No, let's go 27 left. Screw it, let's go crazy. And then we'll land and ask for IFR clearance to Gatwick, shall we? We'll break this controller one way or another. Was it Clark that was controlling Glasgow ground on the night that... It might not have been Clark, it might have been someone else. Someone was controlling Glasgow ground on the day the A380 fly-by-wire launched. And they were having a great night, obviously a lot of planes, stressful, and then somebody requested IFR to Edinburgh and they were like, yeah, that's it, I'm logging off now, I've had enough. I can't do it. I think I'll probably land on taxiway Kilo if I come in directly from the north. I'll be able to get it stopped in time. And then left turn into the gate. Stand 239 I think I'll go for. Yeah, what's a vector? My flight plan doesn't have a waypoint called vector, I don't know what to do. I am going to set up though very quickly. I know we're horsing around here, but I am going to set up very quickly for 09 right. So we'll copy the active flight plan in, and I'm going to switch over on the secondary to 09 right. And we'll still go via Bovingdon on the same star. Just so if there is a switch, I mean there shouldn't be. But we said that last time, didn't we? And then there was, so it went from 27 right to 27 left. Very, very last minute. You got two planes back to back, Gatwick to Heathrow. Oh no. I mean, I can kind of understand it. If you're flying like VAs and you need to reposition a plane, like that must happen in real life. It must do. Absolutely must do. Oh yeah, that guy last week. Yeah, Gatwick was offline. It's like, oh, I'll just fly from here then. It's like, you can't do that. Not with the same flight plan. Yeah, I mean, there must be ferry flights like Gatwick to Heathrow. I mean, like, for example, when we went to Rhodes, there was a slight delay. And when we got on the plane, the captain was like, sorry for the delay. This plane actually had to be repositioned out of Luton. And there was a bit of a delay getting out of Luton because there was, you know, the taxiway blocked or something. Sorry about that. So yeah, he's just like, we just flew the thing empty over here to get you and now we're going to Rhodes. What was the feet per minute, Deckers? And what was the Gs? I think we need to be a bit more easy on ourselves, really, with the old landings. I think we've potentially gotten a bit in our own heads about it. Like, the more I talk to Hanny and the more I talk to Chris, who you might have seen on the Infinity Pilot channel, like, there's... like, this whole like obsession with buttering landings just isn't really a thing. The flight's too long? Well, it's the tour noms, isn't it? We're doing the tour. So we go where the tour takes us. It's not too bad. It's not really that long. Flown Gatwick to Heathrow on BA Real World. Was needed to refuel. What? No, exactly, Noms. Like, I was talking to Hanny about it, and he was like, he was watching you guys react to one of my landings once, and he was like, honestly, I was just sat there shaking my head at them, being like, what the hell are they on about? That's fine. Like, just get it down safely. I was talking to Chris. He was the pilot who was the captain flying when with the Sully recreation video we did on the Infinity Pilot channel. Just talking to him on a call, and he was saying like, I hate floaty landings. Like, he's a captain, A320 captain. He's like, I will call a go around so quickly on you if you look like you're about to start a floater, trying to butter it or whatever. Like, no. Safely, nicely. We're not worrying about all this like smoothness stuff, you know. Obviously, don't slam it into the ground and make it uncomfortable for anyone. But we're not like butter chasing as simmers quite often do. Which is interesting, isn't it? Because those are the guys that actually do it for real, and we don't. But I can see why we do it, because it's like it's a gamification metric, isn't it? It's a thing that we can all look at and be like, was it good? Was it bad? Was it this? Was it that? We can all have a good laugh. It's all a good bit of fun. So I'm not saying we shouldn't do it. Like, it is fun. I think it's funny. But I think to say that some people's landings are too hard. Oh, Deckers, that's way too hard. Sorry. You get my point, though, right? It's all a little bit of fun, isn't it, really? That's what it is, at the end of the day. The myth about hard Ryanair is very much alive. EasyJet into Palma this week was butter, not even a bump. Yeah, but then I came back from... Where did I come back from? Where did I go? I can't remember where I went now. Malaga. Malaga back to Bristol in a 737 800. Runway 09 at Bristol, so we all know what that one's like. Beautiful touchdown. Beautiful. Like, could not fault it. Right on the markers. Barely felt a bump through the seat. Now, into Malaga, it wasn't so great, I must admit. It was, it was a bit of a thump, but it was all right. Again, just a little bit of fun in it. I think that's what we need to remember. It's only a little bit of fun. Yeah, well, this is what I'm doing, Joseph. I'm just sort of like massaging you already to get you ready for what could potentially be a bit of a crap landing. And I'd be like, see, this is why we don't care about hard landings. Yeah, you got me, Joseph. You got me. Still got 350 miles to go. Not even level with Eddie, are we? Yeah, it's a long old drag to Iceland, Noms, I will give you that. I'm starting to feel it now. Still, in approximately 1 hour, we will be on the ground. I'm just hoping we might get a bit of tower. Do you think we'll get a tower? Don't know. Don't know. I mean, there's tower at Bergen, look. Is there much on? Tower's online at Bergen and there's no one there. That's criminal. One of the best airports in the sim, and there's tower on. Absolutely shocking. You lot all going. I like seeing where people are going. It's fun. Almost like try and spot the trains. Even Prague. What's going on at Prague? Look at all this. Look at that. Prague approach. Ground. Oh man, we're missing out today. We're properly missing out. Amsterdam radar. And here we are, scooting past Eddie. I don't know. Was on a real world 319 for the first time. Was a lot nicer than the 320. Is there much difference in the sim? Yeah, it does handle differently. You got to watch your energy with the 19. It can be quite slippery. I mean, they all can to a point, but particularly the 19. You'll be right, Noms. Crack on. You'll be fine. When are they coming out? Are they still in like early access mode or whatever they call it? Where's my Moser cockpit software? There it is. There you are. Skip that version. I just want to make sure that... No, wrong button. That... V1... Neo... That's the one I want. Right, Grumpy's nearly at the target point. He's preparing the doors. Where's he looking? Where's the flight path going to take him? Right over it. It can't be far from Philip's place, surely. This is where the sirens go off in Manchester when Grumpy's on approach. Not sure. 1.0 is coming out soon. Then once 1.0 is out, they'll release the 24 native flight model. yeah, Grumpy's been offering free drinks ever since they entered Scotland. Anyone recommend an iPhone simulator game? No idea, to be honest. The only games I play on my iPhone are 2048 and Tiny Wings. It's generally what I'll do on an actual flight. Like all the way to Tunisia, I was basically playing Tiny Wings the whole way there, or 2048. While paying like £4 for an instant coffee. That was allegedly an Americano. It's like, well, it can't be an Americano, is it? I can see you pouring the instant coffee grounds in the cup. Deary me. Deary me. I'm wondering if I'm going to get a Max when I go to Dublin next month. I've never flown on a Max. Which could be fun. Don't mind me, I'm just looking at my charts a minute. Why don't I show you the charts? That's a good idea. So we're coming in at Bovingdon. Bovingdon VOR. Do not proceed beyond Bovingdon without ATC clearance. So we need to get a hold in, don't we? I did, Noms. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? It's a bit wild, that one. Yeah, we need to get a Bovingdon hold in because Heathrow director might ask us to hold. So, flight plan. BNN. Hold. That's going to be right-hand turns inbound course of 115, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Insert that and see what it looks like. Yeah, there's Bovingdon. Maximum flight level 170, minimum 70. So we got that in if we need it. As for our weights, what we're looking like for descent planning, because we're not too far, well, we are quite a way out yet. We've got another 176 miles to go until we're ready for top of descent, but it wouldn't hurt to go to the init page. 73.7 kilos of fuel, tons of fuel. We should have, excuse me, 4.4 when we land, which strikes me as an awful lot. So that's going to be 78.1, which is too much. We need to lose a bit of weight here, don't we? Speed brakes out. Just a touch. Run those engines a bit harder. Don't want to add too much, such that we stop losing speed. That's more like it. Are we losing speed? We are, I think, just about maintaining. Right, that ought to do the trick. Engines are running pretty hard now. Well, fingers crossed I don't have that issue going to Dublin. Fingers and toes. Because that really would suck. Literally. How you doing, F-18? Need to keep an eye on you. I'm not sure where you're going. What's their flight plan? They've got a turn now, I think, which might take them just away from me, hopefully. Because... Where are they? They are perilously close to setting my TCAS off. If we can just hold as we are with our current distance... It dropped to 310. That would also help on the fuel front, wouldn't it? They are still climbing though, just. I think we're going to be okay. It's 500 feet between us now. 600, 700. I haven't had a TCAS go off yet. But it feels like it's quite close. Yeah, I think we're okay now. We're good. Where is that plane? Can we see it? Ah, there they are. There they are. Still struggling to lose my extra weight. I could really do with dropping some weight. 77.8. I need to drop 300 kilos. Hmm. It's just my estimated fuel on board is still sticking at 4.4 tons. It just isn't going down. And my fuel 54.40. Maybe when it goes 54.20. Maybe when it drops this. I think when it drops below every 100, it will dip. So when that goes to 54 flat. Just remove it from your fuel in the MCDU. I can't do that. New Sky will detect mid-flight tomfoolery and punish us. Alright, okay, that's dropped. Maybe it needs to go 53.80. London South is on. Oh, so they are. Grumpy's 100 miles ahead. Okay, 129430. Let's get them in the standby at least. Come on, drop. It will in a minute. I'm confident it will in a minute. Look, we've just done like 40 kilos of fuel since we were looking. Normally, if I fly the speed brakes out, If I put my speed brakes away, look what happens to the engines. So, if we put them out, we will run them harder. You see the fuel flow is significantly increased. Descending is an option, yeah. Yeah, it's curious to see when we're going to start seeing some drops here. If we can get this down, we can get the EFOB down to 4.1, we'll be okay. What do you reckon, go down to 290? Manchester, Heathrow. God, they've had a long flight. San Fran. That's nuts. Yeah, I reckon let's go down to 290. Don't think we're going to upset anyone by doing that. N at 182 Juliet descending from flight level 330 to 290 for fuel burn purposes. There we go, 4.3. We got to descend pretty soon anyway, Grumpy, so I shouldn't be down there for too long. A little bit overweight, yeah. .2. There's another air knot. Oh, that's Charlie, isn't it? Of course it is. So it keeps me out the way of Rhino. Right. Hopefully this will get rid of the slightly lower. Speed brakes are out. Hayden Sybil and Surah. Be alright. We'll be fine. Currently burning 2,100 kilos of fuel an hour. 88 miles till top of descent. I know my speed brakes are still out. That's the whole point. You don't mind me asking, how has your experience been with the Wingflex? What you mean this? It's been really good. Only thing I'm not 100% sure on is where you put your squawk in on the RMP. So you have to press the ATC button and then you get all these green lights light up. And you also get a green light on the ATC button, and then you have to like, so you got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then a clear. This doesn't make a huge amount of sense to me, really. Every time I do it, I have to stop and think, and then I'm like, is it just quicker to click down here? But it's not full scale, so you got to keep that in mind. If you want full scale, probably don't buy it. But when you consider who it's aimed at, and yeah, quite clearly I think it's aimed at desktop simmers where space is at a premium, and we haven't got room for all the, who maybe haven't got room for like all the stuff, because like this can get out of hand quickly, whereas this gives you EFIS, FCU, RMP, most of a TCAS panel. So it does an awful lot for you. So I like it. It's very, very good. It is very, very good. Can't grumble at it. Oh, I'm yawning again. Stop it. Right, we've got a left turn coming up. Is that Manchester down there? Gotta be, isn't it? Yeah, that's Manchester. It's 2-3 right. How did your how did your ditching go, Grumpy? Did it work? Direct hit? Shot on target? I suppose we could climb back up to 330, couldn't we? That'd burn some fuel. And that will get us back on our published flight plan. I guess we'll see. Or maybe not. It doesn't appear to be using any more fuel to climb than it was flying with the speed brakes out. Now my estimated fuel on board's gone up. Anyway, let's do our destination data, shall we? We can do that, regardless of what happens. I'm going to move over here and type it directly into my MCDU, because I'm lazy. QNH 1022. Temperature 23. Wind 030/08. Minimums into Heathrow 279. Eek, right. "10 miles and we'll be back up at 330 and back on our flight plan." I think it's fair to say that little escapade didn't really pan out for us. Is that Gatwick Director on? Oh my god, Gatwick's getting everything. Grumpy's almost at London. So who's Grumpy going to hit first? Heathrow Director or London South? London South. I'm going to need to do a hold at Honolulu, I think. Where is Honolulu? Honolulu inside that controller's airspace or not? I don't think it is. Oh, I've got estimated fuel on board 4.2 now. That's better. We might just get away with this. 73.9 we're at now. Yeah, we're going to Heathrow from Iceland. We've been going since about 10 o'clock this morning. Which is now 12:15. This is what I would say is about my limit for flight simming, to be honest with you. That's about my limit. Okie dokie. I'm going to go flight level 200 for Tobid when it's time. I'm not entirely convinced it is time yet. "16 miles. Oh, I hope we do a good landing. It feels like we've been in the air for quite a long time. 77.8. Let's just say we got that. We can do auto brakes low. No drama. What are we at now? Still at 4.2 EFOB. We need 4.1, then we're okay. I'm certain we'll get it. Surely we will. Flight level 200 by Tobid. Heathrow traffic, Air 182 Juliet, flight level 330, descending for flight level 200, level by Tobid. Speed brakes out all the way down. What do you reckon? There they are. Look, the flaps of shame. Now, at what point is London Control going to buzz me? We'll go 150 at Soppit, and then 077 at Bovingdon. 070 at Bovingdon. We're planning a hold at Bovingdon. So, unless we're told, you know, no delay, or after Bovingdon, vector, whatever, we will hold until we are explicitly told to continue. It says, where does it say? Do not proceed beyond Bovingdon without ATC clearance. Don't do it. So we are just over Birmingham. Now my fuel on board's gone up to 4.4. Well, that's wrong. It can't be fuel on board 4.4 because the bloody plane's showing it only has 4.2. So it can't be 4.4. That's impossible. That's impossible. Look. Estimated fuel on board 4.4. Fuel on board 4.28. Zero fuel weight 73.7. So as long as we don't have more than 4.1 on board when we land, we're golden, right? I think this will update very shortly. It has to. It has to. Hey, we've got ground on as well now. Perfect. I feel like we're quite close to London. I might give them a buzz, because they're going to do a contact me pretty damn soon anyway.
Rwanda 711, climb now, flight level 370, route direct to Examap.
That's Jamie.
Route direct to Examap, flight level 370, Rwanda 711.
Should be about 451, resume our navigation direct Hazel.
London low to 386, 3,300 for 6,000, Delta 1 Juliet.
Speedbird 386, London Control, a very good afternoon to you, Roger. Climb now, flight level 180.
Climb now, flight level 180, 038.
London Control, Air 182 Juliet, flight level 200 for 150 at Soppit.
Station calling. Second.
Air 182 Juliet, we're on the Nugra 2 Hotel, descending through flight level 200 for 150 level at Soppit.
Air 182 Juliet, Roger. You can expect a call from Heathrow Director. It doesn't actually fall into my jurisdiction in the north side there.
Roger, no worries, cheers.
London Control, Ocean 68, good day, flight level 380.
Ocean 68, London Control, a very good afternoon, Roger. Maintain flight level 380.
Identified Ocean 68.
Right, so what's Heathrow directors? 119730.
Right, Sugar 8590.
Not 56 Tango, speed 160 knots, maintain at full 40 m.
I'll stay on Unicom for a minute then. There we go. Back to Unicom we go. I thought I was being all proactive then, saying hello, but obviously didn't need to do that. I think, have I got default Heathrow installed or have I got any? Actually can't remember. Right. We're slowing ourselves down. 200 knots. That was London Controller. Yeah, it's Jamie. I should be on live weather, yeah. Yeah, live. See, Nom's using your dodgy weather again, aren't you? That's your trouble. Always moaning at my weather. Sort your own weather out, Noms. Yeah, it sounds it, Noms. Just not at all accurate. 7,000 feet is dialed in. Right, estimated fuel on board now is now 3.8 tonnes. We're absolutely golden. Nothing wrong with my clouds, Noms. You quiet. Okay, I'm just trying to lose this energy real quick. There we go. Flaps 1. Coming up on 10,000. Let's get the scumbag strapped in.
The bird for Tango Hotel.
Go with 249 and nothing further, continue to come down trail.
Going TD, calm, thanks for the service, go with 249.
Wait.
Heathrow Direct Air 182 Juliet, flight level 130.
Air 182 Juliet, Heathrow Director, good afternoon. It's landing, runway 09 left, squawk 3246.
Landing for 09 left, squawk 3246, Air 182 Juliet.
Rare 161, the surface wind 030 degrees at 8 knots, runway 09 right, clear takeoff.
Clear takeoff 09 right, Emperor 161.
Air 56 Tango, welcome, taxi right onto Alpha, left onto Echo, your parking, stand 592.
Heathrow Director, request stand 242, please.
Then on 56 Tango, roger. It's 242 for you, taxi second left onto Bravo, and then right onto Lima.
Second left Bravo onto Lima. It's ground online.
And on 56 Tango, I'm just coordinating with them, so taxi for now, hand Josh short.
Understand. Taxi Lima, correction Bravo and Lima, 242.
Okay, 91, you're clear to land, runway 09 left. The surface wind, 030 degrees at 8 knots.
Good land, runway 09 left, okay, 91.
Not 182 Juliet, descend flight level 80.
80 for 182 Juliet.
We have 49er, report passing altitude, climb now, flight level 140.
Passing 2003 knots now, climbing now 140, speed 1
Virgin 185, behind the departing British Airways 321, land of weight, runway 09 right behind.
Behind departing British Airways 321, line up and wait behind, 09 right, Virgin 185.
And Air North 56 Tango, ground now please on 121, decimal 9050 drill.
125905 for ground, 56 Tango, thanks for your guidance.
Take care, bye.
Juliet Tango Mike 125, request currency to Lima, X-ray, Golf, Bravo.
Juliet Tango Mike, ground please, 121 decimal 9005.
Okay, lights are on.
Air North 182 Juliet, turn right, turning 205, will be a straight in for 09 left.
Right, 205, we'll expect straight in for 09 left, and 182 Juliet.
905, Juliet Tango 1, Mike 125.
Embraer 161, contact London now, 129 decimal 430, good afternoon.
12940, good afternoon, Embraer 161. Sorry, get speedbird 3 Echo Tango with you, shorthand lane.
3 Echo Tango, hello, hold, November Bravo 11.
Hold November Bravo 11, speedbird 3 Echo Tango.
Yeah, so look at that.
4 Tango Hotel, the surface
Cutting all this out.
30
Never
degrees
straight
at
in.
8 knots, runway 09 right, you clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 09 right, Seabird 4 Tango Hotel.
Air North 182 Juliet, descend flight level 70.
70 and at 182 Juliet. This is cool. This is cool.
Speed 8590, nothing further, continue with Unicom now, trail.
Unicom speed 8590, bye-bye. Heathrow, good afternoon, What Express 128 Kilo, descending from flight level 160 for 150.
What Express 128 Kilo, Heathrow Director, hello, it's landing, runway 09 left, squawk 3524.
0 left and 3524 on the score, What Express 128 Kilo.
Okay, Air 91, second left on Bravo, contact ground,
good afternoon, Seabird 451, flight level 80, Ockham, information Julie.
First OK, Air 91, taxi second left Bravo, ground please, 121, decimal 905.
Second left Bravo, and ground on 121 05, okay, 91, have a good day.
Bye-bye, Virgin 185, you clear for takeoff, runway 09 right, the surface wind 030 degrees at 8 knots.
Clear takeoff 09 right, Virgin 185.
Speed 3 Echo Tango, line of weight, runway 09 right.
Line of weight, runway 09 right, speedbird 3 Echo Tango.
Speed 4 Tango Hotel, London please, 129 decimal 430, trail.
Up to London, thanks very much, Seabird 4 Tango Hotel.
Speed 451, hello, it's landing 09 left, turn left, turning 245, and speed 220 knots.
Left 245, speed 220 knots, Seabird 451.
World Express 128 Kilo, descend
This
flight
control
level
is very
100,
good.
Speed now 220 knots.
Speed 220 and on flight level 100, What Express to 1828 Kilo.
Air North 182 Juliet, speed 220 knots, descend altitude 5,000 feet, the Heathrow QNH 1022.
220 knots, descend 5,000 feet, Heathrow QNH 1022 and at 182 Juliet.
Speed 49, redirect to Woburn.
Kilo to open, speed 100.
Golf Juliet, Golf 32 Juliet, Heathrow Director, hello, it's landing, runway 09 left. Squawk 7576.
Well, 7576, 09 line for Eva 3 Juliet.
And Air North 64 Charlie, hello, it's landing 09 left, squawk 1256.
0256, landing 09 left, Air North 64 Charlie.
Speed 49 and nothing further, continue with Uniform now, bye-bye.
We're going to go through for now, thanks, good event.
Thank you.
Heathrow Director, Speedbird 281, holding Hawker.
Speedbird 281, hello, hold, November Bravo 11.
Hold November Bravo 11 for Speedbird 281.
Air North 182
Heathrow Director, Speedbird 451, just confirm the heading.
Blocked.
Air North 182 Juliet, turn left, turning 130 degrees, descend, altitude 4,000 feet.
Left 130 and 4,000 feet, and at 182 Juliet.
Speedbird 3 Echo Tango, the surface wind 030 degrees at 8 knots, runway 09 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 09 right, clear for takeoff, Speedbird 3 Echo Tango.
How you doing, Dave?
Can you confirm the heading for Speedbird 451, please?
Speedbird 451, turn left, turning 235.
235, Speedbird 451, thank you.
Surgeon 185, contact London on 129er, decimal 430 trail.
12943 for Virgin 185, thanks very much, good day.
Good day, Air North 182 Juliet, speed 180 knots, on that heading, when established localizer, runway 09 left, descent on the flight path.
Speed 180 on current heading, and when established on the ILS, continue with glide, and at 182 Juliet.
Speed 281, line of weight, runway 09 right.
Line up for my 09 right for Speedbird 281.
No, good day, can you supply the fuel, Speed 451,
level 7, Speedbird 451.
Speed 451, descend, flight level 70.
Flight level 70, Speedbird 451.
Thank you, good day, Chinese 502, holding feet up.
Just straightening up a little bit because we were slightly late.
First, Golf, Juliet, Golf 32 Juliet, turn right, heading 210 degrees, descend, flight level 70.
Nice one, Dave.
210, flight level 07. Give that 3.
451, turn right, heading 265.
Right heading 265, Speedbird 451.
Speedbird 3 Echo Tango, report your passing altitude, climb now, flight level 150.
Passing 1,900, climb 150, Speedbird 3 Echo Tango.
Quad Express 128 kilo, descend flight level 90, turn right, heading 180 degrees.
Right 180 and 90 for Quad Express 128 kilo.
Speed 451, descend, altitude 5,000 feet, the Heathrow QNH 1022.
Altitude 5,000 feet, Speedbird 1 correction. QNH 1022, Speedbird 451.
China Eastern 552, hello, right turn, hold November Bravo 11.
Right turn on November Bravo 14, China Eastern 552.
Air North 64 Charlie, descend flight level 100.
Descend flight level 100, Air North 64 Charlie.
Speed 451, turn right, turning 285, descend altitude 4,000 feet.
Right heading 285 and altitude 4,000 feet, Speedbird 451.
Speed 281, the surface wind 030 degrees at 8 knots, runway 09 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff from 09 right for Speedbird 281.
Air North 182 Juliet, speed 160 knots or greater, maintain until 4 DME.
160 or greater until 4 DME, and at 182 Juliet.
Quad Express 128 kilo, turn right, turning 245.
Right, 245, Quad Express 128 kilo.
Golf Juliet, Golf 32 Juliet, speed 220 knots, descend, altitude 5,000 feet, the Heathrow QNH 1022.
Speed 220, 75,000, 7020
Golf Juliet, Golf 32 Juliet, so 5,000 feet, the QNH 1022, and speed 220
Right, gear down
knots.
3 greens, flaps full, speed brakes are armed, lights are set.
451, turn right heading 360 degrees, reduce speed 180 knots.
Right heading 300 and speed 180 knots, Seabird 45.
Air knot 64 Charlie, speed 220 knots, turn right heading 180 degrees.
Turn right heading 180 degrees, speed 22 knots, Air knot 64 Charlie.
China Eastern 552, line of point, runway 09 right.
Line of way 09 right, Chinese 552.
Wind 030 degrees at 8 knots, runway 09 left, you're clear to land.
Is that for not 182 Juliet?
A firm, clear to land 09 left. The surface wind 030 degrees at 8 knots.
Good land 09 left there, not 182 Juliet.
Good 451, right turn heading
Broke up a bit then.
5, descend altitude 3,000 feet. On a
Okay.
runway 09 left, descend on the glide path.
1,000. Right, correction. Down to 3,000 and just repeat the heading with turning already.
Yep, but make the turn right heading 060 degrees please. And you cleared ILS 09 left, press the approach button.
Thank you. 060 degrees and head for the ILS 09 left, Seabird 45.
White Express 128 kilo, speed 180 knots, descend flight level 70.
Flight level 70 and speed 180, White Express 128 kilo.
Golf Juliet, Golf 32 Juliet, speed 180 knots.
Speed 180 knots, 3.
China Eastern 552, the surface wind 030 degrees at 10 knots, from the 09 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 09 right, 552.
Air knot 64 Charlie, turn right heading 250 degrees, descend flight
Continue.
level 70.
Descend flight level 70, turn right heading 250 degrees.
This is windy.
Air knot 64 Charlie.
White Express 128 kilo, turn left heading 210 degrees, descend altitude 5,000 feet, Heathrow QNH 1022.
That was windy, that.
Down to 5,000 QNH 10.
Lots of rudder. Lots of rudder, lots of rudder, lots of rudder.
Express 128 kilo.
Negative for QNH 1022.
1022, my apologies, 128 kilo.
0281, report your passing altitude, fly now, heading 280 degrees.
Passing altitude 5,000 and fly now 280 degrees for speedbird 281.
Golf Juliet, Golf 32 Juliet, I'll take you through the localizer just due to the aircraft from the south side, turn left heading 180 degrees, descend altitude 4,000 feet.
Turn left 180 degrees, 4,000 feet, 3.
White Express 128 kilo, turn left heading 175.
That was not easy.
175, White Express 128 kilo.
Air knot 64 Charlie, descend altitude 5,000 feet, Heathrow QNH 1022.
QNH
That was a choppy little landing, that.
5,000 feet, Air knot 64 Charlie.
0281, climb now, flight level 90, correction, flight level 80.
Ready for departure.
Was that climb now for flight level 80 for speedbird 281?
0281, A firm.
Climbing now, flight level 80 for speedbird 281.
Golf Juliet, Golf 32 Juliet, left heading 060 degrees, when established localizer 09 left, descend on the glide path.
Left 060, Summit Stanley. Fly on the flight path, sorry, 3.
Air knot 182 Juliet, taxi left onto Bravo, contact ground 121.905. Bye-bye.
Left Bravo over to ground, fancy ATC at 182 Juliet.
White Express 182 kilo.
Brookman Park 6 Juliet departure, squawk 6465 and squawk 1022, speedbird 93.
923, correct.
Ground, good afternoon, Air Knot 182 Juliet, just vacated 09 left, taxiing left onto Bravo.
And 182 Juliet Heathrow ground, hello, taxi right onto Kilo, stand, right onto Kilo and then right again onto Bravo at the bottom, stand 225, good afternoon.
Right Kilo, then right again Bravo, stand 225, Air Knot 182 Juliet.
Postman 6756, Heathrow Ground, hello, you're cleared to Milan, Detling 1 Juliet departure, squawk 7324, information for hotel, currently QNH 1022.
Roger, to Milano, Friday, Detling 1 Juliet departure, squawk
Where am I going?
7324, and the QNH 1022, correction 1024.
225.
And 6756.
It's still GSX.
6756, you correct the first time, the QNH 1022.
Terminal 2A.
6756.
6756, correct.
225. Yeah, that was
125, taxi right, Yankee hold Hanley.
that kept me on my toes, that approach. It really did. I felt like we had to work for that. I enjoyed it though, it was good fun.
125, just confirm to hold Hanley.
Very good fun.
Hanley.
Right, we're going right down here.
93 Sand 517, request push and start.
923, apologies, confirm stand number again.
517.
Oh yeah, have I got works on Kilo?
923, push start approved, straight south.
Have I not?
Face south, speedbird 923.
Speedbird 923, just check your squawk 6465, it's set.
Roger, sorry about that.
Now, have I got any builds or have I got default here? I can't really tell.
Contact Heathrow Director 119.730, bye-bye.
Yeah, we'll be okay, we can get through here.
Jet Ghost 125,
No drama.
Contact Heathrow Director 119.730, bye-bye.
How you doing, Skyline? You alright?
Jet Coast 125, contact Heathrow Director 119.730, bye-bye.
Love it. Right, so we're going all the way down Kilo, then one more right turn, Terminal 2A, stand 225. Be curious to see what New Sky give us for the landing.
Okay, 901, we have crossed runway 09. Okay, 901, thanks, taxi right, Sierra, stand 605, just me. 0 and stand 605, okay, 901, thanks.
Yeah, the controllers are very good. I mean, the controllers we've had today have been fantastic. Heathrow Director, brilliant. Absolutely spot on. Where are we flying to? We've just landed. Just landed from Iceland into Heathrow. And after this, I need to fit the wing control tiller that I neither can confirm nor deny that I have. But I do need to fit it and film some stuff to make a video for you guys to show you. So that's my little plan once we get parked up, before the inevitable will there be another leg thing start. We've got a nice little couple of legs on this Heathrow tour now. Now we've got the Iceland one cracked. We've got Bergen and back, looking forward to that. Probably do that Thursday, I reckon. That'll be Thursday's job. Right, here we go. Kilo, right, Bravo. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Right onto Bravo. Let's slow ourselves down a bit for the turn. It's going to be so weird with a tiller. Because right now I'm doing everything with my legs and I've got so much muscle memory to do it all with my legs. Do you know what I mean?
Good afternoon, Seabird 451, vacated 09 LF.
Skipper 451 Heathrow ground. Hello, taxi straight ahead, Alpha, down 507. Good afternoon.
Alpha 507, Seabird 451, thanks.
221 right, 221. Presumably 221 left. Is this where the 380s sometimes go? I think it is, isn't it? We're going 225.
Speedbird 923, ready for taxi.
So the 923 taxi straight ahead, Alpha hold Dasso.
Straight ahead at Alpha, hold Dasso, Speedbird 923.
Delta 675
Here we are.
614, we are fully ready.
Postman 6756, push and stand approved, face north.
We stand approved facing to the north, Postman.
Oh, Pope, yeah, you've just missed it, mate. You've just missed it. Don't worry, you can wind it back and watch the whole thing again on replay, I guess, if you want. Don't worry, Skyline, just hit the like button. That helps more than you know. Say, donos, memberships, super appreciated. Like, they genuinely do keep the lights on, but never feel like... Yeah, don't ever feel bad if you can't do that. Just hit the like button. It's the best thing you can do. It's free.
Have a good afternoon. I'm just FAQ.
Pope's in there with the another leg.
Ground, hello, taxi. Left Alpha, link 11, then left onto Bravo.
I've got a little plan for the next
Kilo,
hour and a half or so. I need to fit my tiller that I may or may not have.
Skipper 451, hold position.
Why have I stopped?
To the Embraer
I've only got one engine, that's why. Come on, move it.
Roger, give way to the Embraer, Seabird 451.
I can neither confirm nor deny, Pope, but I do need to fit it after the stream.
Yeah, 32 Juliet. Apologies.
But I'm not confirming that I have it. That is not confirmation.
Link 11, left on to Bravo Kilo 7220.
Yeah, link 11, left Bravo, Kilo 7220.
Thanks. Skipper 923, contact Heathrow, director 119 is Decimal 730, by the way.
119,
And then, maybe on Thursday, we can take it out for a spin. If you know what I mean. Even though I don't, maybe not have it. Oh, we did it. 4 zeros. Is our dude going to do a dance? Can't even see the guy. Where's the guy? Shocking. The one time we actually get it.
Give her 3-2 Juliet, hold, give way to
Am I also
the
using the
World
Wingflex
Express,
MCDU? I am.
737 that just
Schrodinger's
failed
tiller.
it from,
I can't confirm nor deny.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm holding for the 737, don't worry, 3
APU is fired.
Ground, good afternoon, World Express.
Let's turn off our engine.
With you sitting on Bravo, just vacated Alfred.
World Express 128 Kilo, thanks. Continue straight ahead on Bravo, Echo, hold Echo 1.
Bravo, Echo, hold Echo 1, World Express 128 Kilo, thanks.
Charlie just flew onto Heathrow. What happened? Right, new sky. Let's be having you. We close the flight. I'm wondering what we're going to get here. I feel like the landing, I was working hard for that landing and I maybe didn't get it perfect. I can't look. Oh, we got a 10, that's alright. Great touchdown, 1.25G, 213 feet per minute. Challenging conditions. They bloody were as well. It didn't look it, that's the thing. It didn't look it. It didn't look like, it looked like, blue sky, a few clouds. We were getting chucked around a bit there, let me tell you. Nice and on the centre line. Oh, I'm pleased with that. I am pleased with that.
Another aircraft pulled onto Bravo ahead of the Embraer, so he should now be taxiing on to Bravo to allow you to continue on Alpha.
Brilliant. Right, guys. It is starting to get a bit hot in here as well, so it's probably an opportune time for me to stop streaming.
Yeah, I'm moving now. I was waiting for the sun.
Thank you for your company. Thank you to everyone that renewed memberships. I'd say it's kind of becoming the lifeblood of the channel, so we really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much to everyone. Have a lovely rest of your day. Enjoy the football. I'm not sure who we're cheering for, so either come on France or come on Spain, and then tomorrow obviously it's come on England. And maybe we'll get a match on Sunday if we can get through tomorrow, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But thank you all very much indeed. Have a lovely rest of your afternoon. Keep your eyes out on the channel because there should hopefully be a Tiller video sooner rather than later. And I'll see you all hopefully with a Tiller, even though I can't confirm nor deny the Tiller's existence. I may or may not see you with a Tiller that does or does not exist on Thursday. Until then, have a lovely week. Ta-ra! Cheers!